Hello everyone, my name is Comet, and in previous episodes we spent a lot of time collecting resources from the giant cave that is underneath my house. And today I am gonna show you every single one of the materials that I have collected in this adventure. So once again, welcome everyone, my name is Comet, and today I have for you a recap of everything that I've collected over there, as well as the experience and the stuff that I saw in that cave. Now, to begin with, I have for you um, every single one of the lesser important blocks. So these are the blocks that I found in the cave, more or less. We found a lot of cobblestone, obviously, and I had in fact to throw away a lot of that. But just as much as cobblestone, I would say that the second one that I found a lot of is dripstone. And dripstone, for those of you that don't know what it does, is a rock, it's a cave rock that allows you to build stalactites and stalagmites. What this means is that you're gonna be able to build or grow spikes from this, coming from the ceiling and then going up from the ground as well. In fact, I can show you. I'm gonna go straight to the cave again, and I will collect some of these spikes, and I will show you more or less what this means. Because if you are someone that is playing on a PvP server, this could be very interesting. Obviously, it might not be the most powerful thing, but it's definitely gonna be a nice addition. So, what I mean by the spikes is this stuff right here, for example. Now, let me collect one, if I can. There we go. Wait. Here, so now we have a pointed dripstone. So like you guys can see, these stalactites or stalagmites can grow like this, but also like that. So from the ceiling down and from the ground up. Now let me collect some of these, and I'm gonna go straight back home so you can have a better illumination. And like I was mentioning, this could be very interesting for PvP because these items actually damage the player. And in fact, was one of the reasons why exploring the cave was quite annoying, because there were so many spikes around that I had to be careful of not getting blown away by skeletons or by creepers. So with these pointed dripstones, what you can do is come over here, for example, and grow them like this and like this. And what this will do is it will allow you to do damage to anyone who steps below or above. So for example, if I jump into this, you see, it does a bit of damage to me. Now, it's not the greatest of damage, but it could be really nice, addition for PvP. Now, let me put this again on the chest, and then I found coupled Deepslate. Now, if dripstone is only a block that allows you to grow stuff, it cannot really be used for any type of decoration. In fact, if we combine it over here, we get nothing. And even if we combine it in the larger chest over here, there's nothing. So this is really a rock that won't really serve you for anything else aside from for growing the pointed dripstone. But next is the cobbled Deepslate, and these you can do a lot of stuff. So right off the back, it looks like this. However, you can make also polished Deepslate, and not only this, you can also cook the cobbled Deepslate into a new version. So this is really 100% a nice dark color block for decoration. And there's a lot of this material. If you go down enough, you're gonna find it everywhere. In fact, after a certain altitude, you're no longer gonna find cobblestone, and instead you're gonna find deepslate. And obviously there was some dirt, but we have also calcite and tuff. That these add a different type of texture. Now the calcite kinda looks like the quartz, but it's a bit, it's a lot rarer because quartz is everywhere on the nether. And then you have the tuff or tuff that it just looks like that. And you can find these around dungeons, or well, not dungeons, but more like mines or areas that have a spawner. Then we found some miscellaneous stuff that they were in the chest once we were on the mines. You know, we found some power rails, activator rails, and so on. But since you can craft this stuff, I didn't bother on collecting much. Same for wheat, melon, and potatoes. However, I would say potatoes and melon seeds are not something that you may find in some seeds. So, if you do not have this stuff around you, or if you don't have this stuff around you, you may find them on a cave. So, highly recommend this. However, these two are just miscellaneous things that I found on the cave. It's time to go for some more useful materials. And let's start over here, because when we were down in the cave, we found many monsters. It was way more than on the overworld, and it shows what the amount of resources that I got. Look at how many strings I have. 62 strings, 30 arrows, 25 bones. Funny enough, not that many spider eyes. But this right here shows you how much you can get from monsters, you know. Now the gunpowder, eventually I was throwing it away. Glow ink as well, I wasn't collecting it at all because it was just so much of it. I didn't need it. String and arrows definitely are always useful to have, same for bone meal. But overall, it was insane for collecting experience. And in fact, I went down the cave with 27 levels, and I died a bit after entering it. However, 3 hours later, after farming for 3 hours, collecting materials and fighting monsters, look at my experience at the moment. I am at 28 experience. So you can definitely get many levels from this stuff. However, it might not be the most optimal way, as other options. However, in that same regard of experience, I collected this. It is about 1600 or 1500 pieces of raw copper. And the reason why I collected so much of these is because it allows you to get experience when you smelt it. And it's a lot of experience that you get. So if you combine, for example, all of the copper that you may find over there, plus the fighting of monsters, you may easily get about 50 levels worth of... In fact, yeah, about 50 levels worth of experience. So you could enchant over and over again. However, you have to be careful, because some of the rarer materials are even rarer than before. So let's go one by one. Right here I have other useful materials, such as redstone. And I would say that I tried to collect a lot of redstone. Not all that I could see, but at least a lot. And even then it was only almost 5 stacks of redstone. And this is nothing. In my eyes, if you compare how much redstone you have at the moment in comparison to what you could get in previous versions of Minecraft, it's almost nothing. Because redstone was something that you could collect in the thousands, just as common as the copper. Same for lapislazuli. Lapislazuli in previous versions of Minecraft was always really easy to find. But over here, look at this, not even 5 stacks of lapislazuli. And this is really useful for... Well, lapislazuli is very useful for enchanting. And redstone is very useful for automation, but also for potions. So if you're making industrial amount of this stuff, just going into and exploring caves might not yield the amount that you might want to get. In that same regard, look at the amount of gold. Gold, I would say that there was a lot more gold than in previous versions, at least that's the feeling that I have. But gold also has a lot more usages at the moment because you can use it to trade for the piglins, but also to make golden apples or golden carrots. But it does balances out the amount of gold that you can find with the amount of gold that you can find on the nether, because gold is extremely common on the nether. So if you really are making those hundreds and hundreds of golden apples, you may want to go on the nether instead of on a cave, because definitely there's not that much. And this is something that I've noticed, that the resources are not as common as in other versions, and this is the proof of it. Look at how much coal we got. This is from me farming 3 hours inside a cave. Not even 2 stacks of coal. Not even 2 stacks of coal. What this means is that I will be forced to go and use trees to make organic coal instead of using the coal from caves, because this is nothing. With this, I may at most be able to smelt 15 stacks of anything, and that's nothing. That goes away with just the copper that I have over here. You know, like this amount of coal is just not worth it. So coal is something that we have to we will have to balance it out with organic coal, I think, because I just don't see any other way to get enough coal to smelt everything that you get from a cave. And you may wonder, other materials, how were they if coal is so rare? How about iron? Well, iron, I think it's a bit rarer as well in this version of Minecraft in comparison to older versions. In fact, this is all I could find from iron. Now, I may have been able to get perhaps 5 stacks of iron in total if I farmed every single one of the piece of iron that I found. But even that is not that much, you know? 5 stacks of iron after 3 hours of mining, this is nothing in comparison to the stuff that you could get in the past. And what this means is that you may be forced, really, to skip iron at all and go straight for diamonds. And the reason for this is, even though diamonds are rare, you can 100% be sure that you will find diamonds if you go with branched mining. Now, speaking of diamonds, how many diamonds did I got? Well, here I have... No, I think I didn't talk about something else, which is we also found an amethyst cave. I think it was right here. An amethyst node. And that was pretty cool, because they're quite rare, but we managed to find it. However, now back into the good stuff. Friends, amethyst is just for decoration for the most part. It's not really that useful. Unless I think you use the automated PvP materials, but if you're using that, you may want to go on another route, which is the special biomes that you can find underneath mountains, underneath big mountains. However, let's go now on to the important thing, the important materials, which you may be wondering. How about diamond? How was diamond when I went into the cave? And I would say that it was very interesting, because I found a good amount of diamond over there. In comparison to, for example, if you just wander around to look for diamonds specifically, you may find quite a nice amount. And I found 5 pieces of diamond over there, which I think is nice, you know, because you don't have to dig too much or look too hard for it, but it's obviously not gonna be enough. Now, I also found in the mine a golden apple and glow berries, which is gonna be really good for the future. But diamonds, I think, is the main attraction. However, if you really want an industrial amount of these, you will have to go 100% for branched mining. And in fact, all of this stuff that I've collected in these exploration that I did make me think that exploring caves is not worth it because it's full of traps, it's full of enemies, and the amount of resources that you get is almost nothing. You get almost no um, you get almost no coal, you get almost no redstone, you get almost no lapis lazuli, almost no iron, and especially you get very little diamonds for all of that effort. You do get a lot of experience, but you can also get that much experience on the overworld. So what this makes me think also is that since going and exploring caves is not worth it, the best way to proceed in Minecraft on the new versions is to really get enough diamond for a bucket of water, or for size for stuff like that, like bucket of water, flint, and or for the how is it called? Let me go check. I actually forgot the name of this thing. Is it flint and steel? So basically, what I'm trying to say is the best way to deal with this low amount of stuff is to only craft you the amount of flint and steel that you need, the shears that you need, and your buckets of water, lava, milk, etc. And then just branch mine to find diamonds, because it's really not worth it to go for iron tier in this version of Minecraft, especially considering how much damage the skeletons do. They will kill you in like 3 or 4 hits, period. And in a cave, they may kill you with even less amount of hit because there's the spikes on the ground, and they might push you on one of those spikes, and you will lose a lot of HP. So really, I will never explore caves again. It was a complete waste of time. But I'm glad that I did this because that allowed me to understand how this version of Minecraft worked. And now I'm gonna be able to find a lot more diamonds. I would say, however, if you add mods into it, that could make Minecraft very, very fun to play on the caves, because you're gonna have, first off, less spikes, which are so annoying, and different type of monsters and more resources. If there was more resources, exploring the caves would be an incredible experience. But it was just an annoying experience where you get no resources at all. But yeah, that means that starting from now on, I'm gonna be doing branched mining only. And if you don't know what branched mining is, it's basically you take a shovel and you dig down just like this, and then you dig in a straight line like this, and you continue digging, digging, digging until you find diamond, and you don't stop digging at all. This is what branched mining is. And then when you get tired, you can go back to the original place and go in the opposite direction, and then go into left side and right side as well. So this is branched mining. For those of you that don't know, I think this is the best way to go on with it, with this. Because there really is not many resources worth getting inside a normal cave, in my eyes. I just found nothing that I could say, wow, I'm gonna go and explore that cave again. Nothing really. So yeah. However, now we do have a lot of materials, because even though the cave didn't have many resources, I spent enough time to increase the amount of resources that we had in the past. And that is going to be very important, because starting tomorrow, we're going to be doing different type of stuff. And especially, we're going to start finally getting the materials to build my home. And since now we have enough levels to enchant stuff, I want to enchant some tools as well. We have materials to craft, for example, a diamond pickaxe. We have materials to craft a diamond sword, and also materials to go for the super fishing rods, which something that I want to do, as well as the the compound bow, as well as the bow enchantments. I think that's gonna be really cool, and I'm definitely gonna leave armor for later, because steel armor is not that. I will not enchant steel armor. It's not worth it at all, I think, because things do so much damage. It's just better to go straight up for diamonds and then upgrade it to netherite. Which, by the way, I might try to go in the nether to find netherite as well. And not only netherite, I want to get well, I want to get the full netherite equipment. That will be the best thing. But we're gonna need to enchant a lot of items as well as start making a lot of potions. So we need to do a nether invasion as well. So that we can get quartz for the house, because I want to make my house out of quartz. I want to also collect the different type of mushrooms that I missed previously that only grow on the nether. And I want to collect the materials such as the netherite, but also as the blaze. How are they called? I forgot completely. The blaze sticks? I don't know. The blaze balls? Basically, when you kill a blaze, you get a material that allows you to craft a potion table, or like a brewing table. And I want to get that so that we can make potions. So I hope you guys are ready, because the nether invasion will begin soon, and I'm so excited for this. However, this week what we might do is try to equip ourselves with a lot of the stuff that we have collected in the past, and especially tomorrow or in the following episodes, I am gonna try to get the super fishing rod, which will have lure 3 and luck of the sea 3, so that we can get the mending book. And once we find the mending book, I'm gonna put that into the fishing rod and keep trying to collect mending books. And for those of you that don't know what a mending book is, it allows you to repair items with experience. So every time you kill something, or you mine something, or you get a fish from fishing, etc., every time you get experience, your item will repair for a bit. So it will restore durability, or a bit of durability. And I think that's really nice. It's really nice to have, and it's very important to have for the future, especially once we start fighting the bosses. But that's it for now. I'm very excited for what's coming on in the future. I hope you guys enjoyed this little recap of everything. And tomorrow, I will try to collect. Actually, we might need to make a smeltery, or like a forge area as well, because we have so much to burn. Or we could try to collect better type of a better type of tree, so that we can get wood for the organic coal. And I know where to find it, because when I was exploring for to see what this seed had, I saw some of the dark wood tree that I need to have for my collection of trees. But also, I think dark wood is gonna be perfect to get the organic coal going, because dark wood, when you make a tree out of dark wood, they are extremely tall. They are really, really tall. So yeah. And hopefully the traveling trader, the wandering trader comes, because I don't want to go that far. It's so far away. It's like if we're, for example, in the 168 block, I think the Darkwood was in the 20,000 block or something like that. It was so far away. It would take me ages to just get there. Even by flying, it would take me ages. But yeah, for now though, I hope you guys enjoyed this small recap. My name is Comet, and tomorrow, I don't know if we're gonna go straight into the fishing rods, or if we're gonna go for wood, or what we're gonna do, but it's gonna be a very important episode because now we're starting to get stronger and soon we're gonna be able to fight. For now though, it's time to say thank you so much for watching. My name is Comet, and I will see you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.